Hi folks, my name is Garrett Monroe. In this short video, I'm going to give you just a brief introduction on who I am and why I am very interested in design thinking and why I think I have a bit to offer regarding this topic. And I know Professor Chris Ryan is also going to offer a bit of an introduction on himself. And we'll certainly be doing dialogue throughout the course. I hope you find a time throughout the course to introduce yourself. We'll have a prompt in the course and how you'll introduce yourself. We really want to get to know you, certainly through the ePortfolio as well. But here's a bit of a video introduction. I've been at Hiram now for 3 years. My full-time title is instructional designer, and I also do quite a bit of teaching along with my full-time support as an instructional designer and supporting teaching, learning, and technology for faculty and students here. I have a master's degree in educational technology. My interest at that time was in what we call situated cognition and project-based learning. I was really interested in how technology interfaces with learning, thinking about environment and tools and the mind as a complete system. And I've designed a couple apps. I did a VR app for simulating historical theater spaces, performing drama. I also did an app about analyzing literature through color and sound. So yeah, broadly speaking, I'm very interested in learning and technology. I'm also an entrepreneur. I designed an Amazon best-selling product. I'm going to talk about that a bit throughout the course. It's called the Sauna Rocket. I run my own business, and I used really a lot of principles from design thinking to make that work. I like working out. Occasionally I'll do CrossFit. I kind of go in fits and spurts. I like anything outdoors, really. I like connecting with nature. I get a lot of insight from it. You can tell why I really like it here at Hiram. Such a beautiful campus and a beautiful part of the country, especially like hiking and backpacking and biking. I really enjoy cooking and dining, and especially doing these things outdoors. Cooking and dining outdoors is really quite the experience. So, my background, I lived in China for 6.5 years. After I graduated college, I taught English. This is me back in 2011. My first spring, so the end of my first year in China here with an 8th grade class, and this is where I got really started in instructional design. I had to build a lesson that was reused 20 or 30 times, and so by building the same lesson that I taught to different students 20 or 30 times really had me thinking about learning through iteration and getting the feel right for a lesson, responding to how the students were responding to, and integrating that response into my PowerPoints and lesson design. So this is where I really started thinking about lesson design. Here's me hiking the Tiger Leaping Gorge in Yunnan, China. We're way up there here, and this is at the end of a long day of hiking, or the morning after a long day of hiking here at the top of the gorge. And so just a little bit of my travels there. Here's me in Thailand with a team of our instructors at Kunming Foreign Language School. This is a group of folks. Really worked closely with these guys, and we traveled around quite a bit to conferences talking about our curriculum. Here's a field trip I led. Our AP Art History course. We went to took like a 3-day trek out to some ancient Buddhist grottos, and we captured it all in 360 camera. And here's a bit of my product. So this was my product. This is a screen capture of the Sauna Rocket from a few months ago. And basically this is a product I designed and launched. I now manufacture it in partnership with some factories in China. It's out on Amazon exclusively in the U.S., and it's done really well, especially in the pandemic. And it's really a new way of doing sauna, a very affordable way of doing it, as you can see, compared to most saunas. And I'll talk a bit about that throughout the course. My background, I'm from northern Michigan, so way up here, Hiram's down here, from way up here near Canada in the Upper Peninsula, and there is big sauna country. Here's an image of a traditional sauna made out of cedar, and you pipe this thing super hot with a wood stove, 200 degrees or so, and you sit in here for a while, you sweat like crazy, and you jump outside into the river or the snow, and you rinse and repeat, and it just feels amazing. You feel incredibly vitalized, super good for your health. It's a great time, great way of connecting with people, connecting with the outdoors, and treating your body well. And it's something I did a lot growing up. And I did a lot in China as well. And so that really inspired some of my business work. Here's a dock. I really like working with my hands. Increasingly have a bit of a workshop at my house. You'll see a bit of that throughout the course. Here's a dock we rebuilt up at the cabin in the UP here last summer. So really enjoy, the process of building that using local timbers. Here's a pizza oven we crafted out of earth. We're making pies and cobblers and pizzas in there, called a cob oven. There's an image of that cabin with the boats going by. Great place. And, bringing it all kind of back to Hiram, this is Northwoods Field Station, not far actually from where I grew up in the UP, about 9 hours, or sorry, more like 9-10 hours from here. Beautiful, beautiful place where a lot of great thinking and doing happens. And so hopefully, throughout this course, you'll be inspired to encounter nature and do the kind of get close to whatever the issue is you're doing. I found in particular a really powerful way of doing thinking is in nature. Everyone's kind of got different ways of doing thinking and problem solving. And personally, I found working with my hands and in particular being in nature helps me work through problems and gets me a little closer to whatever I'm trying to solve. Here's an image of a log where students have signed throughout the years their names. Every year there's a log here for Hiram students. Great history there of how Hiram students and faculty built this place, and it just speaks to how Hiram is a culture of people doing things, not being afraid of trying and getting their hands, rolling up their sleeves, getting outside the classroom. I think there's something deeply design thinking at the heart of Hiram. It's a place that's really sensitive to the environment, that really puts a lot of value on the natural environment. It's a place that puts a lot of value on people working together to solve problems and do it in a sustainable and an emotionally responsible way. And so I think for me, Northwoods really captures a lot of that. So that's a bit about me. I'm really looking forward to getting to know you folks and working throughout this course on design thinking and showing you how design thinking can be a tool that can really empower you and make your life better across a lot of different sectors. I think it sounds a little overstated, but I think it's going to serve you professionally, and it might also serve you personally. But like any tool, it doesn't work for you unless you pick it up and learn how to use it. And so that's what we'll be talking a bit about it in this course, and also doing a bit with it. It's a very long way of saying, great to meet you. Here's who I am. And once again, look out for those prompts in the course on how to introduce yourself. Let's get started.